Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Today, we're going to cover high ticket affiliate marketing for beginners, 2,448 plus per person, and with the cash flow ecosystem. I'm going to give this a few moments for people to get notification. This is live. The replay will be up. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it all the way through, you're watching this on the replay. Down below in the description, I'll have more information, resources, how to get in contact with me, and the best way in getting started. So I wanted to focus this video on not just high ticket affiliate marketing and going over everything from start to finish. I want to focus on a Google Drive that I give my affiliates that they can access the resources done for you, templates, scripts, landing pages, plenty more you can use along in your journey to help you to make this much easier and simpler as possible. At any moment, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please voice them for me in the comments. Let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from, and have you started affiliate marketing? If you have, how is it going? You have no understanding, you're a complete beginner. I'm going to be showing you the best way to do this in the high ticket affiliate marketing space where there are many affiliate marketing business models. And that's where most people mess up is they choose the wrong one. They are in the right one. They just don't have the right product and products, service and services. They don't understand who they should be communicating the product with, let alone the problem, understanding what problem, pain points, questions, roadblocks, obstacles that person has and what their ultimate outcome and goals are. And in understanding that affiliate marketing, the word marketing is in there for a reason. And so I'll be getting on the share screen in just a moment to show you the 2,448 plus per person way, the different products. And like I said, I'll be getting into the Google Drive to show you the resources that you can use that I give you, that I use myself. And with a high ticket product that is 1,000 or 50% off, and I give you bonuses that you can share with your people to make it an enticing offer, a 72-hour decision that they can take. And if they don't take that, then you remove the bonuses and more. So one other thing is I have your best interest at heart. I've been doing this now for over 13 plus years. I have multiple companies, C Corps, LLCs, etc. And I'm also in the funding finance space, which you'll understand why the products are what they are and why these are best to share and help people with because of during these economic times in this climate. Without going too much into that, let's speak about economics, markets, crypto. I can get into all those subject matters. I love them. I'm in the market. I'm a very introverted, analytical, cerebral type. I'm not one who likes to talk. I am a shower, not teller or talker. I'm here now today going over things with you. And like I said, again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please voice them to me. I have many years of experience in business and entrepreneurship. I've created my own products, which you're going to learn a bit about today. And being in the funding finance space, I also have helped people in real estate. I have clients I am helping right now in real estate, those who I've helped out in the past, people that come back to me, people who need fast funding, slow, recurring funding services, others. And it has to make sense with what they need to use the funds for and matching that to the right service, the mathematics behind it, which is my favorite, processing systems, those kind of things. I'm better behind the scenes, back end, CFO, underwriting minded, engineering minded, building, breaking things down. I was once a chemical engineering student before I went into the business side and got my degree there as I wanted to start a business. So now that I have this, let me go ahead and click my share screen and I'll open this document up. After this, I'll then switch over to the Google Drive and go over that. So as you see on your screen, high ticket affiliate marketing for beginners and with the cash flow ecosystem, 2,448 plus per person. Like I've said a few times before, attention professionals, and you don't have to be a professional. Don't think you have to be a mortgage broker, a real estate agent, an insurance agent, or any of that to do well with this. You don't have to have any of that background. You don't have to have any tech experience, website building experience. In fact, you don't even need to have your own landing pages, funnels, email marketing if you don't want to. That can be something after. You can start with that too. I have the templates and everything for that done for you, emails and everything you can put into your autoresponder tool, and I can help you with, but you don't have to do that. And you'll be seeing what's available for you when I show you the Google Drive and how simple this actually is. So you can see right there, 2,448 plus in year one, plus recurring income, plus low to mid ticket products, all combined into one ecosystem to help. And what's better than high ticket and recurring income? Add in low ticket and mid ticket. But if you're just focused on low ticket and mid ticket, it could take a lot of volume. And a lot of the times, the people who pick up those products may not be so serious and may never upgrade if you don't have the right ecosystem for them to continue to see that product, or for you to continue to market to that individual and reach out to them again. And it can take a lot more volume. Instead, high ticket is less volume, taking about 4 to 8 sales or so, depending on what price point they come in on a high ticket offer, to get to like 25, 3,000 plus per month. And that's just off of a high ticket offer. That's not even speaking to the other products that are in this ecosystem. So the cash flow and wealth education ecosystem, down here you see, what if the product funnel, emails, and marketing were already done for you? Financial literacy, entrepreneurship, wealth building. And that's what this is all about, is helping somebody grow and strengthen their financial acumen. Too many people right now, more than ever, are struggling with their personal and business finances. I'm telling you this not just as someone who struggled with this many years ago, and even when my personal and business life got better, thanks to my business life, I still had moments where I was struggling and adding credit card debt and not being able to pay it down fast enough, rolling over month, and not even being a 0% interest period at that point, because I've done that. I've taken other forms of funding finance. And so I know what it takes. I know what it's like when you're down in the bottom of the pit and you can't get yourself out of it. It's like a sand pit. It's quicksand when it isn't, but it feels that way. And every time you resurface, you get pushed right back down to where you started, or somewhere midpoint, or you can't even get back up to where you were. I get all that. So what better product and products to share with someone than those, where people right now economically, with the affordability, with the housing crisis, with the labor market, geopolitics, I follow all that. I have professors who are in the economic space. I have investors. I've helped participate in billion-dollar valuation projects with private equity, private debt, private credit. I'm in those markets, and I'm in the process of creating things for a few new businesses, and I'm helping others create their business as being the operator for them. So like when I said, I'm the behind the scenes, I don't want to be in public, although you see, and as you have a business, you have to understand that you have to market yourself. And so I'm better behind the scenes person, operationally building, even if it's not my own company, I'm masterminding other businesses, helping them understand funding and without funding, and how to do things strategically. I'm a strategist. At the end of the day, my overall role is a business architect, creating, designing, structuring, forming businesses from the bottom up, top down, fixing, growing, expanding, scaling them, looking at their numbers, detailed cash flow, and looking at customer acquisition cost, strategy, deeply reviewing financials. I do that. I did that a little earlier today in the morning. I was looking at bank statements, credit reports. I do that every morning nowadays. And while my affiliate marketing business is running for me on the back end, and I get to come back to from time to time and shape it up, see how it's going, and add more to it. And that's the beauty of it when you build multiple income streams. So you got to start with one thing and focus on it. And I've done it in the service space before. I did it in the affiliate space, in the health affiliate marketing side. Started in the digital marketing agency lead generation space many years ago. Still have that. My health affiliate marketing business, to the software as a service, sharing with people tools, automation, things like that, to the finance funding side. And I grew so much, and understanding businesses, their operations, and so much more. So again, what if the product, funnel, emails, and marketing were already done for you? Again, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, wealth building, done for you, assets included, such as proven funnel and funnels, landing pages, lead forms, collecting names and emails, and following up through email marketing, messenger scripts, the DM script, email sequences, marketing materials, social media where you could be posting, training and support. I have my own Facebook group I'll try to show you here soon. I have one for financial literacy so I can help you. I can help you, your people that you're bringing into these groups. So you're the one that's getting the credit. And an ecosystem that builds more and they see more of the same content, different content. Hey, something is working. And if others are paying attention to this, then something like this is what I would like to have. So it builds rapport even faster, and people will make that connection with you and the ecosystem. And you can even have your own group and things that you'll even learn that's more beyond this in growing your own group that I have. And from two individuals that have been amazing, and the material that they give and support that they have, there's so much more that you can do in growing in the affiliate space. But when you do it wrong and you listen to the wrong people and you just follow content because someone got 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 views, it doesn't always make it better. It doesn't always make it right. And you want someone that you can trust, somebody who is reliable, accountable, responsible, who has their character together, their characteristic traits, their values, their vision, their mission, their morals, their ethics, their governing principles, their purpose. You want someone like that, someone who won't talk your ears out. Like I said, I don't like to talk. I do the work. Uh, I'm not one for wasting my energy and time. I'm very cerebral, analytical, so I can find those things out very quickly. I'm here to support you. At the end of the day, I want to help you. And that can take time. And I understand that. I'm very understanding because I was where you are. If you're not where you want to be and you're sick and tired of a 9 to 5, you're sick and tired of the same hamster wheel, you've tried affiliate marketing and it hasn't worked, you're looking for a new vehicle, a new system, not just an alternative. This is the way to go. And there's nothing else out there that's like this, and this proven, and it works extremely well. So 80% commissions, think about that on a product for financial literacy, where you're helping also people understand debt elimination, for investment strategies. What's a new investment vehicle that they can get in, another income stream that they can build, and all the material that they're going to be learning in this, and for taxes and plenty more that people need day to day, not just in the business, but on the personal side. And someone who doesn't even have a business, you're looking at learning that. That's going to guide you in so many ways in getting started. So high ticket products equals higher earning potential. With a disclaimer, I should say, it's based on your efforts like anything is. And who wouldn't tell you that? And I'm not saying you'll earn $1 or six figures or anything, but like anything in business and in life, you get out of it what you put into it. And as you do this, as I have realized in my own experience, is I've grown as a human being so much more. I wasn't bad. It's just I got stronger mentally. The mind right here, I said personal growth and development, self mastery, 13 plus years. I've strengthened the mind. I condition it. I have the habits, the routines. And it's not something you build from day one. You have it. It's something that you're going to, with repetition, have access to and gain more experience under. So every day you don't make an excuse. Even when something is hard, you're not just going through the motion, you're doing it. Even when there's no outcome or you don't see it right away, you're doing it because you're transforming into a person that you never thought you could have. And you don't wake up every day thinking, oh, I wish I had financial literacy. No, it's I make money, but I don't keep enough of it. I don't make enough money and I keep just scraping by and not having enough. What can I do to have more so I can pass it down to my family and pass this down generations after generations? That's the way to think and go, because we want that change. We want to know that, hey, if we get this, maybe we can access a vacation trip more often. We can get out more in the public and feel better instead of having to be behind closed doors and letting that grass build up in the front yard that you're like, oh, I'm so tired and pressed about this that I don't want to even go out there and cut the grass. But because you have some motivation under you, and when motivation dissipates, it goes away, and your willpower does, your discipline is what shows up for you. So right here you have more, and then underneath here, one customer could generate, and there's more than just 2,448 plus in the ecosystem in year one, again, plus recurring income, and that's per person, plus the low ticket, mid ticket products, which you see right here. I have my own, which you'll be able to access. They're on a platform right now, which is on OfferLab, that you can use to sign up on that platform for free, pick up my products, and be able to share with them. So the front end low ticket offer is the 5-day cash flow reset. That's for 17, 80% commission, 1360 to the affiliate. Order bump, one-click order bump for 27, 80% commission. Mid-ticket cash flow mastery system workbook, 80% commission. And that's a product that I should be charging over $1,000. It's got a $997 plus value because there's a lot. I put a course version to it. There are videos to it, an AI virtual CFO. So someone will learn about cash flow, and each module builds on top of the next one. And then you have the Financial Literacy Academy, which is the high ticket product that you can pick up, and you can also, as an affiliate, share with others with 80% commissions on either one. They pick it up at the 1,000. There's also installment, so it's budget friendly for everyone. So they can get it for installment for 300 now, and then another 300 for 3 times, which they're paying more than the 1,000. So whichever benefits them most to get it now, can they afford to pay more over time, or do they want to pay for it all up front? And then there's also the 50% off to get it at the 500, which is the 400 to you, the affiliate. And if they get it in installment, that's the offer. There you go. See, it's budget friendly for everyone. And that could be something recurring too. If it's they made their payment, installment, or they got it one time, great. And you're building that. And so 80% commission, potential year one. You just add those numbers up, simple mathematics. There's more numbers to this too. Why this ecosystem works: easy to get started, higher conversions, maximum commissions, recurring income, financial freedom. As at the end of the day, what we're looking for is to, again, get away from your hamster wheel of, I don't know, I'll just stick to what I know. And that's why you and most people never get anywhere. And I'm not saying that as I'm not an aggressive person. I'm very kind, nice. I don't even talk like this. But you need to hear it. Otherwise, you will just continue to do what you have been doing and continue to look after video, go through blog post after blog post. I did that many years ago. I still, from time to time, will see what people are doing, and I go, nah, that doesn't gravitate to me. And I go, man, all the people that are in that system, how many of them actually do anything? How many of them are actually moving forward? Because I meet people like that, guys. I was that person. And I have communicated with people recently who are checking this out, people who have in the past. People are excited, thankful, and grateful. And I'm so thankful and grateful too that they have discovered this, because I wish I had this when I began. I had to create my own products. I had to go through the funding finance space to grow people's businesses. I'm not just getting them funding. I've looked at manufacturing companies, restaurants, billion-dollar valuation companies putting together detailed project budgets, proposals. I'm the one pulling the strings behind the scenes as a very quiet introvert person that you don't want to see, or you do, but like I said, I don't want to be in public. But I do these because I want to give you the most value, and you have to learn how to market yourself. And that's not something you have to be the best at. It's something that you just learn bits by bits, like anything, and you get better. When you learn the marketing, I'll tell you for a fact, from my own personal experience, my own personal life tremendously changed. When you learn how to communicate, and I'm not the best communicator with my words, you couldn't sometimes tell that, but because of 13 plus years and as an entrepreneur, when you learn what does someone have problems with and what keeps them up, like for retirement, I don't know if I'm going to have enough or learn how to make enough when I'm in retirement. I'm still going to need help with this, or an advisor to help me with this. So then I'm going to look at forming this building block first to help them out. And then what are the benefits to them? You're just confirming to them and future pace and understanding, like, this is where you could be if you had this done. Just imagine now having this in your hands and being able to move forward much more confidently and certainly that you know what you're doing, and you can apply these principles to anything you do, and you feel more comfortable sharing it with someone else. So you see that right there. Now, I'm going to go over to another tab here in my group so I can just show you that. And then I'm going to go to the Google Drive in a moment. Let me copy and paste this to the share screen because we have this one open. This is my group you're looking at that I educate people on affiliate marketing, not just high ticket affiliate marketing, strategies, and everything that I have. Here's one post that I made. There's one that I could be putting today. It'll likely be this one today for the replay. But right here, 400, 800 plus per person. And then I have my Instagram, where I sometimes do a spontaneous live. So if you ever want to see me on Instagram, here is my profile for that. And this is just one of my Instagram accounts. I have others. This is for my funding finance niche that has become more because when I do a spontaneous live, they're not scheduled. I just turn it on. I don't like to be on video, but I just do it for you guys. And we can go over things on financial literacy, taxes, crypto, bonds, equities, marketing and advertising, sales. I'm not a salesperson. You don't have to be either, but you learn that. And so many different topics that I go into here. And the format I have been doing recently is people asking questions about funding, finance, and other topics, and I go off of that. I used to come in here and just say, "Hey, today we're going to go over," but for now, it's been open room to ask any questions about funding, finance, financial literacy, uh, becoming an affiliate, promoting products, a better business. I have people who are in businesses right now who don't want to do what they're doing any longer. People who have been in transportation, trucking, construction, and many other blue and white collar work. And they think, I want something else where I can have more freedom and not have to be on phone servicing clients. And you don't have to be doing that when you're in the affiliate space. And even more, I'll show you the offer document and more that you can get access to in a simple conversation with someone. And you might have people in mind that want these offers. Like I've had people come to me recently that go, "Hey, I do this now for my work and business, but now I want to do this. I'm going into retirement or I'm not in retirement yet, but I have people who could pick up this product." And see the bells start ringing up here. The light starts coming up when you start seeing all this. So I sometimes do a spontaneous live here on my Instagram, and you can follow me there. Now, let me switch tabs here and go into my Google Drive. Okay, so what you're looking at is the cash flow ecosystem Google Drive that I give you, I've given others. And if it's not directly down below in the description, I'll give you access to my Facebook group. Thereafter, I can send you in a messenger the Google Drive, which is what I usually do. Or sometimes I have a post on my newsfeed, and somebody will comment, and I'll message them my drive and anything else that I was supposed to and could send to give you more help and more in terms of resources. So I would recommend joining my group that I showed you earlier. I'll have a link for that down below in the description. Check that out, get in there, learn. And like I've said before, I've seen a lot of affiliate business models, and that's where most people mess up. And I've been a part of many of them. I did the low ticket stuff for a while. I did CPA, CPL. I did a lot of these different programs, and I ended up just going in circles. And there were a lot of bad eggs out there. And just because someone has a large following doesn't make it right for you to join someone like that. I watch people from a distance. I won't communicate with them, but I see their motives. I see deeper than someone else does. And I've been in this, like I said, over 13 plus years. If there's someone who knows, it'll be me. And I'm an observer. That's my gift. I'm an observer. I watch people's communication with one another, and I'll test things too, and I'll see what they are, how they work. And other times I don't have to test them because I know from past experience, and I know also from what others have said. And people just leave things and they don't do anything. But you have everything in here that you need with the cash flow ecosystem affiliate folder. And right here I have the domain setup, DKIM, DMARC with domain and email autoresponder, and optional LLC setup, shared folder, and more if you want to set up more. In here, there's a platform too that you can go and be a part of. They have the high ticket product with the other products that are recurring residual income products. And I'll try to show you that as we go forward with this. And they'll help you also set up your landing page, or they have the training, and I can help you get that set up. I've done for you templates and so much more. So you can have a standalone website. You can also have your landing page, bridge page before somebody goes over to like the video sales letter of the actual affiliate product. And you don't have to have those pages again, like I said, to start, or if you wanted to, you can. But all you need is a simple conversation and an offer document, posting, and simple communication in the messenger offer doc. And I give you all this stuff and how to do that. So you have everything right here. You just click right there. You'll get more information. And I won't spend too much time going into everything in here. So if I click right there, see everything right there. And you may see it look different over time. If I add, change things, remove things, just understand that, okay? Video reels, short form content scripts. So I have more right here so you can put videos together that are very engaging and put them on platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I repurpose the same video that I'll start with and post on TikTok, or I can start on Facebook, Instagram. But these days I'm posting it first to TikTok and then I'm downloading that and putting it into Instagram. Same video, same sound, unless the sound isn't on Instagram, which I searched for before, and then I can post it on YouTube. I post it on a different platform. When I post it on Instagram, it posts right to Facebook. I can have it shared to Facebook, or if I don't want to, wherever you start. And then there are other platforms you can post it to. If you don't want to do short form content, that's fine. But that's what works well, and it's something that will bring a new audience in instead of just your uh, followers that you have now. Lead magnets right here, free lead magnets for you to check out. So when you collect the name in an email, you're able to follow up with someone, give them the value and resources that they wouldn't have had otherwise. Storytelling your way to freedom. I won't spend too much time on this, but storytelling is the driving point of everything. When you share your story with someone, you're sharing your transformation, you're sharing your personal journey to how you got to where you are today. And you don't have to be someone who gets results, who has achievements now in the affiliate space to be able to help someone. You can use case studies, other people's results, other ways of doing that, than just having to use your own. And if you didn't have any. So storytelling your way to freedom is, here is where I was. Here are the challenges internally, externally I faced. Here's the thought that I had, an epiphany that got me on this vehicle for a change. Oh, I had a friend who I reconnected with while I was sitting at my 9 to 5 financial logistics position, and I'm there in my cubicle having my lunch. Out above me is a very dark, bright yet dim light, looking like I'm in an interrogation room. Like somebody would walk in and put their hands on the table and ask me, "Where were you on the night of?" And I'm at the bottom of a 3-story building. Below me is a brown floor with cracks going in different directions. And as I took my second bite of my sandwich, literally, I'm not joking, you guys, out of my blue lunch bag. It was a very old school lunch bag. I think I still have it. It's in the pantry. It's still sitting there. Yeah, haven't been used. Uh, but I was there, and a friend reconnected with me. He had replied to a Snapchat social media video that I put about teriyaki that I had the night before. I had a teriyaki meal, and I'm wondering, why is he messaging me? And we reconnected, and he brought up the whole e-commerce space, digital marketing. Although e-commerce, I don't recommend it. I've done that before, and there's just so much you got to do, and a lot right now with costs and a lot of things, volume, and unless it's a high ticket, but it's so much you got to do. Other business models there's out there. You could do a service-based business, which you can tie that into the cash flow ecosystem. You just don't have to have that in the beginning. That can be the back end thing that you service people with funding and finance, unless you want to start with that in the front end to then get some cash flow coming in, push that into the affiliate side if you think that'll be quicker. Not that you had to, though. But that's why people do service-based businesses, is because they're not so scalable as much, but they're an entry point for you to then understand business and people, and then go into, well, I want more freedom. I want to grow. I want more in terms of wealth, perhaps. That I'm not saying it wouldn't provide you in that case, but you want freedom at the end of the day. I don't want to have to be tied up to being on the phone with someone. And I don't even do that in the funding finance space much. I'd have my own systems where I do email a lot, questionnaire forms, welcome package emails, documents that I have and I can give you access to. There's just so much more that you are yet to discover with my brain and my mind. And that's what I have been doing for over a decade. I was alone. When you learn how to be alone for over a decade, guys, I'm telling you guys, bring me someone who's been alone for over a decade building the business without committing to a serious relationship. I'm not saying there isn't anybody, but where will you find that? Someone who put their head down in a dark room. I started doing a lot of blogging, writing for my health space, in the affiliate marketing space around the same time, building my digital marketing agency, lead generation business. Put my head down and I worked. I discovered this whole affiliate marketing thing, the logistics, the frameworks, the strategies. going hard, not having much success in the beginning, going for my 11th month, I made my first like 80 cents off of a pain relief cream. I kid you not, guys. Seriously, I'm not joking you. And I still had stumbles in the road, stumbled, excuse me, didn't get consistent. So it took well over a year plus, 2 years plus to really start seeing something and momentum coming in. And now, as I started to discover how to do it more, it's like, oh, but you don't have to take that much time. I've shortened the distance between you having to take the amount of time that I took to what you can do getting started. And literally, a lot of people come into this and go, yeah, I know what to do now. I have 4 people in mind who could use this product. Or if I don't have anyone, you don't have to. I'll show you in terms of content and other strategies and ways to do this that's so productive and proven in these posts that work so well, and the psychology behind them and understanding why they work so well, and plenty more. So over here, you have the storytelling your way to freedom again. You're going to understand that and why stories sell, facts tell. Social media posting right here. How to find Facebook groups to post in, additional DM manual that I have for the cash flow ecosystem, video content posting, which is similar to the reels that I have, but a content machine multiplier right there that works well. Financial Literacy Academy, which I'm going to get into here in a moment, and that's where we're going to be spending a bit of our time next. Start here, the cash flow and financial literacy ecosystem. So if you open this up, you'll see the roadmap. And as I scroll through here, just resources that you can pick up, community, and more. Unless I change things and this is no longer there, or the format of how it looks. I'm oftentimes finding that I want to do that and just enhance things and help you give you more. So right here, the cash flow and financial literacy ecosystem marketing playbook. Who to market to, groups, demographics, psychographics, business growth. Everything you need to is all in here. Spent a lot of time on my own putting these together, and with a lot of my experience and what I've heard from others and what is most useful. And so you have your first 30 days in the cash flow and financial literacy ecosystem. So you're not questioning, what do I do? Okay, great. I have the drive, or I had the roadmap to begin, but where's the drive? Where's the material? What am I supposed to do week 1? What do I do day 1, day 2, day 3, week 2, week 3, week 4, and so forth? So positioning week 1, week 2, after the first 7 days of week 1, or week 2, excuse me, week 1. Week 2 is content and visibility. So you have what to talk about. Week 3, conversations and leads. Week 4, connect to the ecosystem. What success looks like after 30 days. So I have all of that in there that you would get access to. The cash flow ecosystem content playbook that I have is right here. Read this before you create your own post and your first one. And now when we click right here on the Financial Literacy Academy toolkit, I gave you the lead magnet, 5 financial traps keeping business owners broke. So if we click right here, introduction, things as such, the bonuses that I give you that you can give away. And this will also be in a profit offer document. So see that from top to bottom. Bonuses that I've already made from my own experience using them to helping businesses and individuals. The document with the awesome bonuses. I won't start clicking through all of these, but you'll see it's in here. How to access the Financial Literacy Academy. And there's a discounted one. So as an affiliate, you'll also be able to communicate that with the person who, if they didn't want it at the full price, or they couldn't even get it at an installment, or they waited after 72 hours, I'll get into that even a little bit more. The document with the video review. I have more right here. The capture page and capture pages that I give people access to, and I'll give you those templates. You'll click there to see what they will look like and what I'll give you access to, and I can clone my pages onto your funnel builder, which I've done for others as well. The document with the bonuses, the DM script, social post, read me first. I know this is at the bottom and I can sort this upward, but when you find the read me first, that's where you want to begin. So we're going to focus on this first, the read me first. We'll go into the offer document next. And I'll briefly bring up the DM script. So when you're focusing on the high ticket product, which I would recommend beginning with is the high ticket, you can start with the other ones. Bring people in through the low ticket, my own products, and then they come in to see the Financial Literacy Academy as the upsell product. See how that's going through. But I would focus on high ticket is the way to go, because the same amount of work and effort you'd be putting in to getting a low ticket sale is one that you could be doing in high ticket. I'm being honest with you. And it's a different level when you think about somebody purchasing a low ticket product, mid ticket, recurring, even that, to a high ticket one, meaning that people are not just looking for a product, something at lower cost. Most people don't think too much about. Transformation isn't so much, or the transformation isn't really there. But when you have a high ticket product, you have the product, you have the marketing that you're doing yourself for yourself, your storytelling and those places where you were, how I did this and got to this. And not that you have to have the results yet. And as you do, you can then change the format of that or add something separate to it. And then there's the marketing behind the product. There's the product marketing. And then the third thing is you're not doing the marketing of yourself so much all the time and the product. It's a transformation. And the transformation does come from your story. So backing that up to the marketing of yourself, it is a transformation. And that person seeing the relatability and understanding this is what I could have. They were in the same situation or they weren't, but I could see myself having this. These are the problems that I have. This is what they did to overcome that. They use this, and I'm going to help you along the way to make sure you have your own story. And that's what the offer document will be. And you can use your own story and you could just insert and things like that and so forth. So right here, we have the read me first, the financial literacy overview. And what is it? It explains it, the affiliate commission breakdown and everything that you need, who to promote to. And as I said before, I have the content marketing playbook on that, and you can go back in there and view more. So there's all that in here, as you see. How to get access to your product and your affiliate link and links. Why you need to own the product before promoting. It's all about positioning. So when you have the FLA product, you are then able to share it with someone. My own products, you don't have to, but I recommend, because it'll give you more understanding of what the product is. Not that you have to use it to its 100% capacity to be able to then share it with someone. If you wanted to wait, you can. Or you have a business now you want to apply it to, you can do that. But you can put that on hold and start sharing it right away. But when you have the FLA product, it's a high ticket product. Someone wants to know that you have experience or you know the product. Why would I just randomly buy a product from someone that's just telling me, here, I'm reading off of a page, here's the VSL page, and yeah, I think that would give you that. Yeah. No, instead of saying how I use this to have my best day ever and had a vacation with my family and got into retirement much quicker. Which one works better for you? Does it work better to just, I think, I know, and or how I was able to have my biggest elimination from my mortgage in less than 30 days, and I was able to not go through forbearance and foreclosure and a seizure of my properties, and the bank now loves me. Which one sounds better to you? So in the FLA product, which I'll be showing you, there's something to relate to everybody. So you don't have to have solved all problems that the FLA will solve for. You can pick one thing out there that resonates with you that, hey, I want to use this, or I think I can. Now I think I can share this with somebody that would have that problem and that need. Passive power profits with mobile homes, debt elimination, having my biggest day right here. Boom. Those are how you can do it. So you have that document. Now the offer document. This one is super special because you'll be able to see what it is that you would be sharing with someone in the messenger. And before I do that, yeah, I was going to scroll up and click elsewhere, but right here, this is the offer document. Let me show you this right here. This is the power of not having to be on the phone with someone, not having to be on the sales call with Jeremy, Lisa, Suzanne, who takes 15 years and waits for whatever, whenever. I'm telling you the honest truth, guys, is you don't have to be on the phone. This is what we want. We want our freedom. Unless otherwise, and you can let me know in the comments, you're happy with where you are. Because I'm telling you this, I've been in a 9-to-5, went down under in a company. I had to go back on unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. This was over a decade ago. I was underpaid. I stayed there for stability reasons, post academics. I worked construction in the field. I worked manufacturing in the field. I worked in the blueprint room for manufacturing. My dad and I in the same company, his friends in California. And the person didn't want to give me the machine when I knew I was ready, but it took long because it was being put off. I guess they didn't want to let it go. And I've been there. And I've done the warehousing, the ramp agent work. Those aren't my ideal positions, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and not that you have to like it. I was in a courier position, administrative dispatch. My goodness, dispatch was, I was not, I don't want to say I was good at it. I did well at times, but it was like you had to follow so many things, and I had to do it at that time. And I was doing administrative work, inventory work. There were phones in the back room where I was sat in, and I would go in the front, and at times I'd have to go do deliveries. I did that and was then helping them with their marketing, their budgeting, and doing more work than just what I was doing, and I was evolving. And then to a financial logistics position for a huge contracting company. And I stayed there for stability, underpaid, doing a lot of data on the computer, Excel, templates, spreadsheets, budget, orders, inventory management and control, shipping and receiving with the truckers, logistics, handling supply, delivering media. Upstairs, there was 3 floors. Again, we're at the bottom of a dungeonous looking area. I don't kid you not. If I showed you, I'm not showing you pictures now. I have shown others before. If you've seen it, okay, you would know. It's crazy. But you stay at positions for stability, for the benefits, or for whatever that is, for maybe you to move up a role, for maybe you to then say, hey, do I need to go back to school? Do I need to go get another position? And that's not what I wanted. I wanted something different. And if you're asking for that and you've been longing for that, it's there. It maybe hasn't surfaced. Maybe this video is helping you, but it's time for a change. Then you got to make that change. You have to want it for yourself. I can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. And so right here is this offer document that I'll give you access to. I'll show you how you can put your own story behind it so it resonates with people that you're helping too, not just using my story. Using your story, and I'll show you how to do that and how to add things in the space and how to make it easy and put this together so you don't have to overthink it. And there's here, add this to here, and will you have your own offer document, make a copy of, and be able to insert your own story and everything else as is. Leave those parts in there and leave as much as what's in there already as is, and just change the spots that need to be changed. So now you have all this, how it starts with, and then right here, there's just more details as it goes through it. I won't spend too much time right there. And as you go down, it is explaining everything on what it's doing and the transformation of what someone's going to get, creating long-term wealth and cash flow. Financial freedom rarely comes from one big event. It usually does come from making better, smarter decisions consistently over time. It's like you growing as an individual. It's you making smarter, consistent decisions over longer term, not short term. And right here, the bonuses. This is what gets things over the top. And it's someone seeing this and thinking, so I'll get access to these bonuses. All of these, okay, great. But then I get fast action bonuses, and I can change some of this to make it look different. I was adding some things recently to it. So I'll probably be adding more size fonts, increases, and other things. I'm constantly in my drive. So making it much better. Not that it isn't already. And honestly, there's some things that I can't make much better, but it's already there. And I'm always trying to find a new way to iterate something to make it better for you, to make the description look like this, boom, 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 and giving you everything. But fast action bonus is available for 72 hours. They get my 5-day cash flow reset product. I'm going to change the value on some of those because I was doing some changes. But the value on those are tremendous. 197, 297, 997 plus and above. And that's not the price. Value is not the same thing as price. So you get the bonuses right here that they will also get access to. And for a short time, 72-hour time, or it could be lesser than that, 24, 48 hours, but 72 hours is a great one. And if I change things, I change things, but total bonus value and what they're getting and just more details underneath here and making smarter decisions inside of what they're going to get access to the page where right here, explore the Financial Literacy Academy. You're going to put your own affiliate link right there. I could do it as a demo and just have it hyperlinked and just tell you underneath it. If I change it, I will. If I don't, okay. But insert your affiliate link from the FLA. You can also put your bridge page. If I give you the template, and I'll show you that here in a moment, what that looks like. But to keep it simple and you don't have to have a bridge page, and a lot of the times just having the affiliate link works. Click right there, boom, to your affiliate link, they go over to the actual product page in the VSL, or if it's non-VSL standard type page. And there's more details right there. And what to tell them to comment back if they're interested, or if they were already going in and getting the product, and they can come back to me and respond back in the messenger. Or if you're communicating via email, or from email you're sending them and having a messenger chat. That's as simple as it is. No overcomplicating things with funnels, with 1,300 email sequences, and so much more. Now, let me come back to my document here or let me go back to my drive so I can then open the DM script. So here, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, if they think I'm being honest and transparent, which you will be, because you'll even understand that this is something you can even customize to your own words and to yourself, to your own personality, your own character. But it's all in here. Look, what happens after somebody says what in the messenger, this is what he'll say. And it works, guys. And you're just being yourself. You don't follow it to a T all the time. You don't have to. You can, but you insert the parts that this makes you human, and everything that is in there and what you'll be able to use to help you along the way. So I would stick to these ones first. Go into the README first, and then you have the DM script, and then you have the offer document. Those three in here without having anything else. Some of these are a little old. I don't want to say outdated, but I can update some of these or remove. But you have the capture page in those, but you have right here the FLA offer document, the README first, to the script, DM, to the offer document that then you'll be able to share with someone once you're having that conversation. And you don't have to be a conversationalist. I'm telling you guys from the bottom of my heart, I'm not a person who is a talker. If I'm doing this and I can do it, what is your excuse? Your excuse is to go and find another solo ad vendor or a paid advertising strategy, which I'm not saying wouldn't work. And if you're spending it on low ticket, it's like, how many of those people are actually serious before they go to something else? And they're not an affiliate you're trying to bring in. It's just somebody that wants the product without being an affiliate themselves. You don't have to do that here where I'm sharing a high ticket product to somebody who just wants to be an affiliate and promote the product. No, this is different groups, small businesses, people you know close, doesn't have to be insurance brokers, insurance agents. They may have a group of people already in access. See where this is going? Everyday people, personal and business, finances, literacy. Isn't that what people need more of? Not another course that just teaches you how to do affiliate marketing to then regurgitate that. Really, I want you to walk away today thinking that thought in your head. And if you've seen other people's courses, materials, I'm not saying they're bad or good. What I'm saying is it just is. It's not right or wrong. It just is. What's created for you is something that everybody just jumps on. And because you see that, that must be the thing I have to get. You got to think opposite of that. While people are zigging, you have to be zagging. That's what I've been doing. And that's why I've been so successful at what I've done in multiple companies. And in the beginning, I'll zig, I'll stick to zigging, and then I'll zag. Boom, found a new creative way to add this to what I do. This is a new offer, a new way to do this better. Test it. Here you go. This goes down or this goes up. Boom, continue to go up this way. So I'm looking at my tabs here. Let me switch over. I want to show you this page. Now that we're going away from the offer document. And we were on the page right here. This is for the other products you'll find in the platform where you access the Financial Literacy Academy product. And I'll show you the back office that I have so you'll see where to click on and get access to the FLA product, Financial Literacy Academy product, as well as these other ones that you can get right there in your back office if you don't have them, or you can get them through a different funnel. Oh, one thing I do want to come back to. Let me backspace here. So one thing I wanted to show you was after the 72-hour, or you feel the temperature of what someone wants. So let me move down here. So this document right here will go over, let's say somebody didn't get it at the original 1K or the 300 in installments, then if somebody, there's different audiences. So if somebody wants to be an affiliate, somebody who wants to build the full funnel, have all access to other products, and get the 50% off access to the Financial Literacy Academy and enrollment, then you will send them through another funnel. So this document goes over that. Affiliate note remove before sending to prospects. Example affiliate links that you may find in this document, in hyperlinks, the two primary links, triple residuals page, join checkout page that you'll get access to in your back office when you're in the Home Business Academy. That's where the Financial Literacy Academy is, and the people who host that and who's featured in that product, you'll learn about in the Financial Literacy Academy. And so once those have been inserted, excuse me, then you have here important, more information. Before you begin, there are two ways to access the FLA product and enroll directly into the Financial Literacy Academy at the standard enrollment price. This is the fastest and most direct path, and that's what you should lead with. And the document that I showed you before with the offer document, that's what you need to lead with, is that price. Not saying that you need a price gouge. That's not what I'm saying. Is you want to lead in with something like that. That's a multiplier. And to also make it well worth your energy and time as well as everybody, and the value that they're going to be getting with the bonuses and more, instead of just going through the 50% off where they wouldn't have had those kind of bonuses. Unless we add them back, it makes sense, but that's what it's for. And that kind of value for somebody to join at that entrance price. And that's what causes that, and we'll want people to join at that price and the value that they're getting and more that they're going to need help with those offers, with those bonuses, excuse me, that they get after they get a product. So it's very helpful. It's very informative. And then option 2, access FLA product through the HPA ecosystem. And that's through going through a funnel. If people want additional tools, training, community support, marketing resources, implementation resources, optional products, and more. And here's kind of a script you can send to someone. And optional, want to learn more about the HPA ecosystem. And then you'll be able to put your link here where it's in hyperlink, like I said above. And if I have something underneath here to replace your link with, then I could. But I have it up above, so I don't have to put too many things in all places. You have to erase everywhere. And so all of it is right here. And you can see that I have everything mentioned. If you're already ready to move forward, click here to access that page for getting the 2-week free trial of HBA Premium. If they're going in that direction for the 50%, there are 2 different access points, a couple of access points that they can go through to get it at the 50% off. And it explains to them how to do that, so you can share that with them. And like I said up here, make sure you just read from the top to down and what you will be removing. You can make a copy of the document too and be able to send someone to someone. So there is that. Let me go out of here. And that's something that I want you to understand, is that you should lead in with the full price with the offer document. And then from there, after the 72 hours, or if somebody already told you beforehand that they didn't want to do that and they wanted to add the other products, or they wanted the FLA at the 50% off, then they can just go through HBA Premium with the 2-week trial or the dollar buy-in for a 7-day, which they don't get 2 weeks. I usually recommend the most. And to get those 2 weeks of the free trial, they'd have to go through the other products. They can pick up the Funnel Builder, the Let's Go personal transformation and morning routine web app, which you'll see more about and how that's integrated into the back office. But everything you need to is all in one place. I'm looking over my notes here. I have my notepad too. And to make sure I didn't miss anything on this part, okay. Yeah, this is what I want to cover is just understanding when you make posts. I already spoke about leading in. If you don't lead with that, what's your second indicator if somebody wants this? And then after the time expired, they still haven't, hey, 50% off. If you wanted access to it, I have access to that link and they can check that out. You can send them with what I just showed you. Just remove what is said there to remove, add your own affiliate link and links and places where they need to be. Make a copy of it. That's usually the best way to do it. in a Google document and just share that with them, or you can share it in PDF format too. So there, you have that access, and that's how you do this. Is you have a document, you make a copy of it, you change what you need to change out, share that with someone, and not having to lead in with, oh well, 50% because everybody I think would like. No, it's you don't know yet for sure if you don't. So you're going to communicate, and that person's going to see that offer document and understand that they can get this at 1,000, but installments, and I get all that value too if you get this and you get this kind of access to who and what. Sure, and then I wouldn't get that if I got it at the 50% off level. Okay, I'm with it. Let's go ahead and do that. So all this that I've explained is in here. I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to a different page here in a moment. But you see all this again, the README first, social post, and plenty more. So now let me show you my funnel. And then I'll go into the back office of the HBA. So you don't have to have this to start. If you wanted to, you can. You want the tools, you want the bridge page, you want the templates, everything that I have. It's highly optimized to work for performance, conversions. And I give you my own video to use. As you can see, it's right there. They click play, watch the video. I'm showing them the FLA product inside and out and plenty more. And so they can click right there. If I have it at the cheaper price there, unless I remove that, but they wouldn't get access to the bonuses. So I tell them to review the bonuses that are down there. And here you can see the bonuses that are there. And just plenty more. And they'll be able to click that button and go through to the other page and be able to check out the product, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Let me see my other tabs. Let me click right here and go into the HBA. So this is the back office where you'll be able to access your Financial Literacy Academy, and it's hosted on the Home Business Academy platform. They have been a platform that educates people in starting an online business through the affiliate marketing way. And it could be other ways. You can use the tools, the funnels for like if you were in network marketing and MLM, although I don't recommend those, done them. But changing things up, you can do it for a digital business, for getting people leads, real estate agents, manufacturing companies. It could be a lead generator source and using the funnel builder for that. You have the premium traffic and conversions. That's a 2-week free trial. You get to see on marketing and advertising and more. You get to get plugged into the community and lives you get access to, and that you wouldn't have had if you didn't get the premium Financial Literacy Academy, the affiliate zone where your affiliate links will be, and more resources and bonuses that they give you for joining the platform that you can get access to. Live coaching, Freedom Fest that they have, the Let's Go Personal Transformation and Morning Routine app. But here on the left-hand side, we're on the funnel builder tool. And you can see you have the Let's Go web app circulates around the corners on the sides of this. So you can put your today's tasks, your notes, you can stay on topic and know what you have to get done in the day instead of guessing and losing focus. And you'll get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time because you know what you're doing. Or you can write things down like I do. I do a combination of both at times. A lot of times I like to do the writing because I'm more with that. And on paper, or in a different document, but on paper, it's usually what I do. And so here you have the start here, the setup. Over here you have the training. So creating your funnel pages and more. You have done for you templates you can access and so much more. I haven't shown you so much of the funnel builder, but it's all in there and the different templates that they already have, the community has put together. And you have the Financial Literacy Academy right here on the left-hand side. You see the modules and lessons, Financial Literacy 101, Debt Elimination 101, Reducing Taxes 101, Tax Strategies for U.S. Businesses, Retirement Planning Strategies, Records and Bookkeeping, Guerrilla Money Strategies. There are many things underneath this, so it's not just right there. See everything down here. There's many videos and a lot of support. And it features a world-famous attorney, CPA, and best-selling author. And I highly recommend getting this and picking this up. With a lot of this, you won't just simply find online. And if you do find some of what you hear here, how it's all composed in one place and at the level that it is presented, you won't just easily get access to. And you have it all in one place too to access when you need to. And if things get updated, they get added to, you'll be able to have. That's awesome. You have everything you need to. An expert interview and understanding of what people's experiences are and getting access to all this. So you see here, there's even car flipping 101, passive power profits with mobile homes, stress-free property management, house flipping 101, asset protection, top producer bonus. They have their financial tools and calculator, which is really cool. You get even your own private Facebook group to join for the Financial Literacy Academy that they have. I have my own Financial Literacy Academy group that you can join for free. You join the product, a free private group for that for purchase members, if still have, and so forth. So all of this that you're getting access to and myself is all here for you to experience. And then let me go over to another tab, see if I missed anything. We're nearing the end right now. Let me bring this Google Drive back up just so I can come back to it. And again, just wanted to show you what is here with the cash flow ecosystem, everything you get access. And if I add, remove, change things, you'll see that. And when you access a Financial Literacy Academy, the resources, it's right here. Again, the folder, click right here. And then you have everything for the FLA that you need and what I showed you. I know I didn't go through every single one of them, but here you can see the 8 awesome bonuses. That one won't show that way. Let me see what you're seeing on your side. Yeah, that showed up in a different tab, but I have this open. So here, let me go over here again. You have the read me first. Let me be sure you guys can see. That one you're not able to. It open. These are opening up in a new tab now. But as I was going through earlier, you have the offer document, the read me first, and then the DM script. So those are the three, and then the social post you'll see. And then in the cash flow ecosystem back here, you'll get more access to the content that you need access to. And let me see if I can remove share screen from here. If I click stop sharing. Okay. So I hope this video was of value to you and that you better understand that there is a much better affiliate marketing path that doesn't have to be just low ticket, mid ticket. Ooh, it feels so easy. And that's what the belief is. When you don't change your belief about something, someone, you end up never changing that. You never end up adopting something that you didn't know, or you were just sitting on the side thinking, is that true? I don't know until I actually do it. Because you can get caught in motion so easily and never do it, never take the action or enough action. To get belief, you have to take action. Action doesn't mean from day one you're going to get a result. 2,000 already today. It may mean that if you are that person, you're ready to get going like that. But it means, what results am I seeing in myself? The confidence and the certainty that I'm building. That's where you need to begin. It's less of the products, the business. It's more about the individual, and it's who you're becoming along the way and identifying and saying, not just, I'm going to put that aside for today. I'm trying to. It's saying, I am. I will become. But most importantly, I am, and manifesting that, aspiring and having your aspirational beliefs grow, and not just saying, I try, yeah, I am. When you identify I am, you won't let things block you. You won't say something as simple as, well, my post didn't get any like or anyone to view it. Or, I put a video up. I ran an ad. Yeah. And there's things that I have on running ads and stuff like that in the folder, and things to help you with along the way and how to promote. So, again, I hope this was of value to you. If it was a lesson of what and not to do in terms of all the other things and what I've seen in this space, I join groups all the time. I look at what they're doing and I go, man, all these people, there is activity in these groups, but I wonder how many of them are actually doing it and having success. Success can mean a lot of things. It doesn't mean a finite or a definite number. It's success is who you're becoming. It's something smaller to someone means much more than something larger. Or that's all they were trying to do, where someone else's goals are a bit different. So just because you see that, that's what think the mind is what's capturing it. When you don't program this thing right here, again, 13 plus years of personal growth and development, self mastery, the dopamine, the endorphins, the serotonin, the oxytocin fires in unchanneled ways. In meaning, it's not like this. It's like a fish. Like when they somebody throws bait in, fish might not automatically go to it. They're not wanting to bite that, and then something else comes near it, and so it starts making all these different moves and patterns. It may not know the direction it's going. It can't maybe see too far in the distance, so it just starts moving everywhere. So when you start watching content, you start reading blog posts too much, seeing what's on social media, that's the problem too. Is social media has made it so hard for you and I, but I know how to decipher those. Some things are harder to, but I don't get caught up in that. Use that as your downtime if you wanted, but do the work in the beginning, show up, do it even for 30 minutes. And then next time show up and do it for another 30 minutes, or you're ready to do it for an hour. Okay. How about we double our time next time? And now you're in the rhythm of it and doing it and building the habits and the routines. That's what it is. That's what business and life is. And I'm telling you, the last couple minutes, and I'll go, is I've seen a lot of businesses. I've spoken to a ton of business owners, entrepreneurs. A lot of them don't have it. They just don't have that it. They don't have that it factor. That it factor is their character. I had this brief communication and discussion with a third party of mine that about a client and just clients in general with servicing clients in the funding finance space. I'm a numbers guy. I saw number, regardless of the numbers, calculations, rate of return, principal plus interest, amortization schedule. Forget the numbers. Forget the I got to take 100 to make 150. I'm paying 135,000 on those, or 12%, 8.77% plus and above interest on this, amortize like this, reverse engineer the number. Here are actually the cost of funds. Here's what it'll actually cost you versus. Forget that for a second. Forget it. I do all that stuff. Cash flow analysis, profitability analysis, and more. Like I communicated this to them. The one thing is their character. You can show them and tell them all the numbers, how it's in their best interest, how to move forward with more confidence and certainty, if even that they do. But the reason they self-sabotage and they self-defeat themselves, they have a lack of character. That's all it is. And the characteristic traits, there's people who are very ignorant, very obnoxious in the funding finance space. They have to be in the finding space too. You got to find themselves. Arrogance, stubbornness, being naive, having that ego, and more. Not every person, but I encounter them from time to time. And then I have my family of people who are in my circle, and I keep a close, small circle. And I see it. And I'm telling you again, I know I've said it before, last minute, and I'll let you go. 13 plus years of personal growth and development, self mastery every day. I start from the ground, below the ground. I'm below dirt every day. And I practice what I preach. I'm not here telling you something that I don't do myself, that I haven't helped people in communicating with. Sure, if you want to be on the phone with someone and you know that person, if it's a business owner, whether you were getting them funding or not, or something in the past with the relationship, and it's there, or you want to communicate with them, get to know them, that's awesome. I have discovered so many times that I've been on the phone with someone when I don't want to be on the phone. I'm not a phone call person. I have to take so much to prepare my mind. It's hard for me to introvert. It's hard, but you wouldn't think it is when I do it because I've been in business for long enough. Just practice. It's still hard for me. It takes a lot of courage to do even this. And I have had those communications with people in the past because they were my funding client or were going to be or not. And or we were in a different program and I felt comfortable more than just texting them or messaging them on here. And I get to know people too through email, through messages, and you get to know that too with your DM script and so much more that you don't have to be on the phone. But I've had instances where I'm on the phone with somebody that I'm comfortable with, still have a hard time being on the phone. They know me, they know my character, and that I spend a lot of time in my head. I'm a critical thinker. I spend a lot of time in my head, masterminding, building businesses, navigating people, being their source of light that I'm so thankful and grateful for because I see the things that most nada means nothing. They don't see nothing of it. And like that example I gave you is it's not about the numbers at the end of the day. It's about the human. And I understand the connection is important. You don't have to be on the phone though with anyone. Like I mentioned, you don't have to be someone who has to be a conversationalist. Like, look at me, Rico Suave. Forget about Rico Suave. You don't want to be that. Or Lisa Suave. They were married or not, or somehow related or non-related. Anyway, uh, think about that. When you walk into a restaurant or you walk in to get your hair cut, just imagine you walk out your car, you're walking 2 steps up to the door. It's that close to where you parked, if you were lucky. Maybe in a downtown busy area, you're that close to a salon or a barber shop. You walk in and you see everybody getting their hair cut. They're all in 6 chairs or seated. So I start thinking differently. I think in terms of a lot of people, but business numbers. So I look at a lot of businesses and I go into places and I see them from a distance when I'm driving and seeing 20 chairs, these many seats. So many people came up. There's not a line. That's good. It's moving like this. Not much service at this time. How much do they turn over? What's their inventory turnover? I'm thinking in my head, all that stuff. That's how I think. I'm a business developer. But you wouldn't think that because I don't talk about it. And so I'm walking into a barbershop, or it could be a salon. It could be a combination of that, which I did this weekend that just passed. I went in and got my haircut. I don't go get a $60, $70 haircut. I have friends who I can get that from, but I'm not interested in that. I go to my Asian people, my Chinese people, lovely ladies. They know me. They recognize me. I don't want to talk about business to them. I hadn't for a long time. Honestly, I'd been going to them, and but the owner cut my hair again. There are 2 of them, and not so long ago, they were interested in my work and what I do. They asked, and I just small definition and my role being a business architect and what that means. I'm not talking about it because I want to. Oh no, I don't do that. I don't want to talk about what I do. And they were very interested, and I asked them a few things, and they were on board. And they're like, "Man," and the people in there, I was keeping my voice so low because I was like, I talk like this. Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, because you had to increase your parking lot space, so you had to remove over to this area. You had at least this new spot, and now you have a better neighborhood in front of it, so your demographics is likely. So are you still getting the same consumer base, or you're getting a much more older base, or a mix of? And I'm going into deeper things. But people in there, they can hear, they can understand like this is something. But when I was in there, you walk in, whether you see someone sitting down on a chair or not, or getting ready, so they're sitting on a chair to then be called up to go. Are you looking at that person because of their looks? You might be right there, and then you're programmed to thinking about how they look. Oh, I wish I looked like that, or a body type, or man, they just are so tall and thin and like buff or whatever, or maybe not, but the opposite. And that's who you identify with, someone who is like good looking and attractive. That's the key word. Attractive to you. If attractive to you is someone who looks away, who sounds away, you got it completely backwards. I'm saying that to you as an introvert, not the most personable, not to confuse that with likable. It's not the same thing. That's being confused. And that's what mainstream media, that's what social media, that's what many platforms, the media in general, has programmed people to see and believe that if someone looks a certain way, they act a certain way, they have to be that good. They have to be that, the end all be all to my solution. When you have someone who is not a talker, who internalizes everything through the thinking, through doing numbers, through doing silence work, now you see it different. So what you think is attractive, we have to change that. So if I walk into a barber salon, whatever, barber shop, and this is a girl walking in and walking with her and dropping off, or she's going on her own. And I'm not looking at the appearance physically so much. I'm up here. Where can they meet me here? That's what I'm evaluating and assessing. I'm not paying attention to, oh, look at the person who walked in with buffness, and I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at what is here. That's the number one goal you should have. When you strengthen the mind, the calluses right here, you can do so much more than you could have ever imagined. And you put yourself in positions that you would never have. And your spirit, your spirituality, your heart, your mind, you want to get to know somebody's mind before anything else. So the more you work on your business, the more you'll work on yourself. That's how I realized it when I was going through my troubles. And not understanding that aspect, that I was around a few people who did know that. Maybe not to the level that I'm at now, but I would wonder, why aren't they eating certain food when we were together? And like, why was I didn't feel good, or I had to change that thought. And once I understood how hard it took to get to where I am, you become more selective. Not that you can't have the same food that they have, you just are more selective, and you choose your energy and your time to put into that and consume those things. So, like mind, like that, when you work on strengthening the mind through personal growth and development, self mastery, which I'm going to help you, give you access to, understand what you should understand with habits and routines, how to observe all this fanatical appearance looking things won't matter. And what you'll be thinking to yourself without talking is right here. Everything is thinking, if I have a conversation, if I said something to them, if I didn't, do I really want to waste put my energy and time worth? Are they worth me doing? And it's the same thing when I reconnect with people. I'm not the most genetically gifted. I'll go. I know I said earlier. Sorry, last minute. Sorry. I'm not the most genetically gifted. I was a Division I soccer player. I played sports, soccer, a long time. Could have gone further, but change of paths. Wanted to go through some other things and other phases. Again, like I said, I was an academic student, did other things. Chemical engineering was my favorite class. Chemical engineering, chemistry, is my favorite class. Chemical engineering was my major. Went into business, so I wanted to start one. Got my degree through there. But well-rounded in subjects in school and more. not being genetically gifted, not having the athletic traits. Yes, I was an athlete, but I felt like I had to work more to get conditioned to do the things that I had to. That really tired me out at a time. And as far back when I was in school, I can take it back as in high school. It was about my sophomore year. I started really understanding the mind a little bit closer. Didn't really get too into it like I did when I started in business. But that's what all set me up for this is I had to work up here closer. I had to outsmart people. Not like, ooh, no, not in a bad way. Never, never. It's not me, not my values. And I just had to, like on the field, not the quickest, not the fastest, but where I was in processing. I'd walk the field at times, run more in the beginning as I was younger, and then I'd walk the field more and watch everything. Watch where there was space, watch what defenders' space occupied, what space I can occupy to move into. And in geometric space, mathematics, doing assessments in my head on my own time, and seeing where the ball would be placed, where I can put it in my teammates' place first. They moved out of position. Now I know they would be here without looking at them. I was a center midfield player in the attack, and then I played a holding midfield role. So I was the brain connector. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm the person who I will be on the defender. I will be off the defender. I will defend when I have to, give space, 1 to 2 touch, play the ball, dribble, play with both legs, both feet. I'm right footed dominantly. I can play with my left foot too. And I saw the whole vision of it. Play short passes, long pass when it was time to, what I had to do to get others involved, and being the person who wanted to help people. That's what I didn't know when I was younger. And I don't play the game anymore, but I'm sure if I go back on the field, I'd be it's just muscle memory. And then I just sometimes kick a little bit here and there. But anyway, when you start doing that, you start strengthening the muscles in different ways that were not previously applied, and you question it, but it's for your own good. It's going to get you better. And when I wake up in the morning and I do brush my teeth, I use my left hand and I'm right handed because it's building dexterity. It's building the muscles in here that are telling me to move and think differently, challenge myself. And then I go into mindfulness. I'll stretch, and then I'll meditate. I'll do a little bit of yoga, meditation, work out if I had to, or then go to my desk or my other office and do my reading. I have many books, as you can see right here, many more underneath my desk, many in my other room, closet, etc. Then I'll get into my emails. I'll journal first, and then I'll get into my emails and go from there. But it's all about just doing the smallest thing today that will make the biggest difference, not the same day, not the next day, but over the long term. And if you can keep stacking those, you're going to make bigger shifts. And when you get to that, you're going to say, wow, so happy that I actually went through this whole thing. And I wasn't just looking for quick, instant gratification and quick wins. Not saying quick wins aren't there, but delaying instant gratification. It makes you more patient for everything else. It makes you see things how I'll start seeing, how I see them. And if you ever have a question, anything you want to have me help you with, I'm more than happy to. You can reach out to me in the group. Don't be shy. I was once a shy person. I still get nervous at times, public speaking. And don't be shy. Reach out to me. Connect with somebody who understands how to build systems, processes, operations, management, cash flow management, and control, which is what I have for my products, which a lot of business owners need, which they don't end up understanding cash flow. So that's the number one reason they go out of business is lack of cash flow leaks, not getting a handle on it, not getting enough of it, and plenty more. So looking over my tabs once more, I have finished. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for your energy and time. If you're someone I haven't understood, haven't taken the time to know, I'd greatly appreciate in getting to know you. And it can be a simple messenger conversation in the group, having my number on a text by text basis, email. It doesn't have to always be a phone call unless it made most sense. And going from there. And I built so many strong connections in the affiliate space, business funding, finance space. And if you don't start, you'll never know. And you'll just be left with the thought of what if, and sitting there on the couch while eating hot Cheetos and Doritos, and not the baked ones, by the way, and all the fried food, by the way, that someone consumes and ends up back where they were and thinking, now what? What do you mean now what? You don't have to ask that or say that. You know you'll be back in the same position. Unless you really desire to make a change, you don't know what your beliefs are completely until you take that step. Going through the motion is not the full extent. Motion is consuming content, reading content, going through the material. It's the actually doing of it, the posting, the different forms of how you were connecting with someone. And not that you have to get to know all of them on all about them, but that's great too. And I've found so much gratefulness and thankfulness, satisfaction in that as an introverted person who is better with numbers and data, who I'd rather look at numbers and data than communicate with someone. I'm being honest with you. That's me. That's my brain. Is I'm the data measuring guy, mathematics, all that stuff. That's what I pay attention to. Reverse engineering, looking at numbers. When it comes to talking to a human, it takes me much more. But also for you, when you communicate with someone like me, I think it's much better than someone who's talking your ears out, someone who actually listens more than he speaks. And I really do have a vested interest in you. I'm not just saying that, and I have a strong memory too. So if someone like that were behind me, where do I get started? Let's review more of this information so I can get started. So that's all from me. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Look down below in the description for more information. If there's a pinned comment, look there to get started. If not that I had to say that, just it was inferred. Then just look at the description and you'll see more information. If I have my email in there, if you wanted to reach out to me that way, the group, if that's the first link you join, there will be 3 questions to answer. And it's a private group. I don't want everybody, just anybody joining. So please answer those 3 to join the group if you see them. And I'll review, I'll see. I'll be able to add you. I have my welcome post in there. I have a lot of resources in there, guides in there, a lot of different things that you'll learn in your affiliate marketing journey that'll last a lifetime. And I can't tell you how many times people come to me and when they see something that I have and I explain to them like I've explained to you, shown, they're full on board because there's nothing like this. And I wish I would have had this in the very beginning instead of a high ticket course to promote an affiliate marketing course that shows people how to do affiliate marketing. Not saying that those are always wrong and bad, but you don't have to with the financial literacies go after affiliates. You could do that if you want. It could be another segment after your first segment, or if you wanted to start there, or they have a group of people. You can go to people who are in the creative credit space or credit repair agents, everyday people, entrepreneurs who can use this on the module. Oh, one thing that I did want to show you sorry about this. Let me bring it up on my screen. I'm looking at my back office. Give me 1 second. There was so much to cover that I didn't get into this. So I'm opening it now so I can paste it into that. And now let me share the screen. If I make an edit, I don't know if I'll make an edit so I can move that forward with Clipchamp. I'll likely just leave it. So this is the free sample content for the financial literacy product. And you can see a world famous attorney, CPA, and best-selling author, and Mark right there. May have heard of him, may not. And you can see here how the Financial Literacy Academy has helped Paul here to have his biggest payday ever. And like I was saying earlier, you can see right there that this has helped someone and people. And what else do you get when you get this product? Financial Literacy 101, The Truth About Money, Why the Rich Get Richer, How to Buy Your Way to Freedom, Illusions of Wealth, Words from the Wise, Module 2, Debt Elimination 101, The Normal Path, The Abnormal Path, Priceless Debt Distinctions, 5 Debt Facts That Will Shock You, Mortgage Elimination Strategies, Debt Destroying Calculator, Eliminating Consumer Debt Step 1, Step 2, Tax Saving Strategy for U.S. Business Owners. There's Mark going through this on the whiteboard. You'll see there's more there. Long-term versus short-term income, the least taxed income, the sole proprietorship, the C Corp versus the S Corp, introducing the framework. Lesson 3, how to turn your car into a tax savings gold mine. Lesson 4, cashing in on the home office deduction, how to discount your dining with food deductions, how to eliminate 40% of Social Security and Medicare tax. Lesson 7, sale of property tax saving strategies. Lesson 8, tax-free profits with the 1031 exchange. Introduction to retirement planning strategies, tax and asset protection power of the 401k, choosing the correct retirement plan, which is huge. So if you're going into retirement or plan to one day, or you want to share this with someone who is, or have it ready, there you go. Large lessons and awesome stuff. The S&P versus 401k, self-directing your retirement plan, records and bookkeeping, introduction, QuickBooks, and more. And I have other tools that business owners can use too if you share with business owners or someone else that could use it for the cash flow management side of things. Everything in here that you want. Car flipping. Amazing stuff to go through. There's still a lot of this that I have to use for myself. Been busy and I have other focuses, but I have used plenty of this for what I do. Let me move this down. Excuse me. House Flipping 101 in the interview that Paul has with a friend. Very knowledgeable expertise in the subject matter. Entities and asset protection. And there you go. To pick up the product is the button right there. Let me remove the share screen. So now there you go. And I know this was a video just focused mostly on the Google Drive, and that's why I didn't even think about coming to the literacy one so much. I had in the beginning. But through everything we had to go through and cover, I hope you got, again, the most value out of this video. You understand what's possible, what's feasible. And if you have, again, any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to voice them for me down below in the description, in the comments. And that'll be everything. Thank you. Bye.